and welcome to Akshita's Recipes. Well, I've been getting so many requests to show some interesting kids school tiffin or tiffin box in general ideas. I know all of us want to give our kids really healthy meals, but it has to be interesting too. You can't expect a kid to eat some boring tiffin. He definitely wants to look forward to what is in his tiffin, and we as moms can make them really healthy. So today I've come up with recipes that I have been giving my kids in their school tiffin box and which they have really liked. I believe that, rather than letting the kid just starve and not wanting to eat what is in the tiffin, we rather give them stuff which they will eat as well as which is healthy for them. And of course, once they come home, ensure that you give them a wholesome meal with, chapatis or puris, with a proper bhaji, with some rice or amti or whatever you normally give them foods. Because when they come home from school, they're definitely very hungry, and everyone likes to come home and have a nice hot meal. So ensure that you do that, because kids do come hungry from school. And therefore, try to make their school tiffin box very interesting and very light. I'm going to leave a link for all the recipes that I show you on this video, as well as a whole kids tiffin box section, a playlist that I have. I'm going to link that below so you can just go and check out all the recipes. And also do let me know what you give your kids, which has a nice healthy twist to it, so I can also incorporate that in my menus for my kids too. So let's get started, friends, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. So let's get started. So we're going to start with sandwiches. So first I'm going to be showing you how to make a very quick grilled veg sandwich. Just apply some butter, so some whole wheat bread. Apply some green chutney. I'll leave a link for the green chutney recipe. Put some capsicum which you have cut lengthwise, some onion cut lengthwise, put some chaat masala, put some pepper powder, and then a little bit of grated cheese. And then just apply a little bit of butter and then grill these sandwiches. And your lovely veg grill sandwiches are ready. Sandwiches are very easy for kids to handle. They can finish it fast, and they always love it, and you can always make delicious, healthy sandwich recipes. Another sandwich recipe which I love to give my kids is this cheese and chutney, again with whole wheat bread. The recipe is in the description box below. I will leave a link for that. So kids find it very easy to handle sandwiches. That's why it's one good option. Next, I'll be showing you how to make some chicken salami sandwiches. So what you do is just toast some whole wheat bread. You can use whole wheat, you can use whole grain, you can use whatever bread that you normally use. Then just take a little bit of olive oil or regular cooking oil and just fry these chicken salami slices till they're nice and golden brown. Keep some shredded cheese ready. Then also keep some capsicum ready, some onions ready. And I'm going to prepare a small little mix of some mayonnaise and a little bit of ketchup. So I just mix about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise and 1 teaspoon of ketchup and make this nice kind of a sauce or a kind of a spread. Put some chili flakes in it and some oregano. Now once your bread is nice and toasted, we're just going to apply this, then the salami, then some veggies like capsicum and onion, a little bit of cheese, and then again just grill this sandwich on your griller. I also have a recipe for barbecue chicken. You can put that into this. I will leave a link for that below too. Another sandwich option is a very big favorite with us. It's just peanut butter and jam. So just toast some bread and just apply some peanut butter on one side and some jam on the other. We like the mixed fruit jam. I love the flavor of mixed fruit jam, and then just toast it if you like again, and that's it. Now I also make this baked beans where I use soya beans instead of canned beans or any other beans, and I have a recipe for that. I'll leave that below, so you can just make baked beans with toast and a little bit of shredded cheese on top. Another recipe is this chicken club sandwich. I have a recipe for that. I'll leave a link below. I have many sandwich recipes, so I'll just leave the playlist link below. You can go and choose which one you want. Now, I also like to prepare this pure veg burger, which is made out of sprouts. I'll leave a link below. And I use whole wheat buns. So this is also a very healthy recipe, and it is simply delicious. You have to make it to believe it. Now, coming to whole wheat, I like to make this piri piri pori, as I call it. So what I do is I just roll out a whole wheat dough into a roti or a chapati or pori. I just sprinkle some of this ready-made piri piri powder that you get. Then I like to sprinkle a little bit of cheese, which is optional. Then I just go ahead with it like you would with a normal paratha. I just take all the ends together like this, in a momo shape kind of. I always remove the tip of it because then it becomes easier to roll it out into a nice thin chapati or paratha. And then you're just going to put it onto a hot tawa, roast it on both sides, and then just add some clarified butter or some ghee and just make it nice and cook it nicely with a little bit of ghee. And then you can just use a pizza cutter and cut it into a pizza triangles. Now, if you don't want to use the piri piri powder, you can go with the regular chili powder. Just add a little bit of salt. You can drop the cheese, and that's called tikhat mitachi pori, so you can make that too. Then another one I like to do is I just take a pori, once it's ready, I just try to roast it again till it becomes a little bit crispy. And then I just apply a little bit of ghee on both sides, and I make it like a khakra, or, very, very crispy, as we say, kurkurit. And then what I do is I just chop up some nuts, whatever nuts are available in my pantry. So I can just chop up some almonds, or if there's cashew nuts, I chop up some cashew nuts. So whatever nuts like pecans or pine nuts or whatever nuts at home, just chop them up. And then I just take some hazelnut spread, which is Nutella, my favorite. I just put that onto the pori and I just sprinkle all these nuts, and then I just use my pizza cutter and cut them up into triangles or pizza shaped. And I put it into my kids' tiffin box. Now, another thing that I like to do is give them gur toop pori, which is again, just take a pori, just put a little bit of shredded or grated gur or jaggery, put a little bit of toop or clarified butter, and just roll them up into rolls and cut them up, because then it becomes easier for them to handle. Then I like to make this SCHEZUAN cheese dosa. So what I do is I just make a regular dosa on the dosa pan. And then I just like to apply a little bit of SCHEZUAN chutney, and then just put some shredded cheese on top of it, and it's ready. Now I like to include salads. Also in my kids' tiffin boxes. So I put whatever salad I have at home, be it carrots, be it cucumber, whatever salads I have at home, I just like to include them whenever possible in their tiffin. And to make it a little more interesting, I just sprinkle some chaat masala. Now I have loads and loads of oats recipes. So this is the oats pancake. I'll leave a link for the recipe below. It's really very delicious, friends. So do try to make this and incorporate oats in your diet too, and give your kids them to have some oats too. Then I also have a recipe for oats choco chip cookies. I have a recipe for muffins in which I use choco chips and oats. I have loads of oats recipes. There's a whole oats recipes playlist, so I'll leave a link for that below. And then what I like to do is I like to include, some things like sunflower seeds. Then I like to include some whatever dry fruits that are available, just put them into little packets, mixed packets, and just give your kids pumpkin seeds or dry fruits or what have you at home. Just, incorporate them, whether they're cranberries or pistachios or walnuts or salted almonds. You can put anything and, just make their tiffin boxes really, really very, very healthy. And of course, like I said in my last video, one of my videos, I just keep them in these glass bottles. So my kids and my family, and my hubby can just access them when we're hungry instead of going and eating chips and other junk food. And then also try and include whatever fruits you have at home or whatever fruits are available in the market, the fruit of the season. Just include that too in their diet. And one thing I like to do is whenever I buy a fruit like watermelon or muskmelon, what I like doing is I like chopping it up and keeping it in my refrigerator. So even if my kids are hungry and, they open the refrigerator to search for something to eat, then they see that the fruit is already cut up, they can just serve themselves that fruit in a bowl and just eat it when they're hungry. So when you keep things, which are healthy like salads or fruits available in your kitchen, your family members are definitely going to go and just reach out for all those healthy options. And then I like to make whole wheat homemade pizzas using whole wheat pizza base. You can put non-veg, you can put veg. Like this is a sausage pizza. I'll put a recipe up soon for this. So you can just incorporate that. Or if you don't use a whole wheat pizza base, you can just use a regular chapati or a puri like I showed you for the chocolate pizza, and just put all of these toppings on the top. And you don't even need an oven for that. You can just make it in a regular pan and just cover the pizza with a lid so that the cheese melts and you get this amazing gooey cheesy effect on your pizza. Now, one tip I like to tell you all before I end this video is try and use, grease paper, brown paper, or baking paper to wrap your kids' meals or your family meals like your hubby's or yours if you're going to work. Please stop using aluminium foil. There are many negative effects of using foil. So I hope you like today's recipes. I will be coming up with many, many more, and go to my description box and my comments box. I leave links for all the possible recipes. So that will really help you out. And, you won't be confused as to what do I give my kids. And you can also maintain a small little diary or a journal and, just list out. That's what I like to do. So Monday, I give my kid this. Tuesday, I give my kid this. So if you're very planned with everything, you can just go to the market, buy all the stuff, prepare everything, prep everything. So in the morning, you're not rushing, and, going really crazy with preparing your kids' tiffins for school. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big like, subscribe to Akshita's recipes, go visit my channel, guys. I have so many recipes and lots of playlists, so it makes it easier for you to find. And of course, once you have subscribed, click the bell, so every time a new video is up, you will be the first to know. So I'm signing off here, and thanks for visiting my channel. Have a great day, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.